Right then guys, so this is just a quick look at the pineapple and butyric acid. Now I've decided on a couple of things while I've been rolling these today, and that's the main one is going to be this, is I'm cutting the baits down. It's going to be pineapple and butyric acid and amino. It's going to be banoffee. It's going to be whale's breath, which you call it whale's breath, or it's just krill. It's a really high krill bait. It's 50% makeup is krill, and then the rest is other fish meal powders, 25% normal based mix. So, and then the other one is the bloodworm and joker. Now the problem what I've got at the minute is the joker. It is the joker that I'm getting. The kids getting it. It's fresh when I'm getting it, so it's becoming harder to get. Obviously, it's a weather dependent thing with this. The way he's getting it, it's a weather dependent thing. So, and I don't want to be buying none of these fake that just the smell of it or whatever. I'm not into that shit. It's either joke or the real thing. Otherwise, it don't get put in. So it may be for winter. I may have to come up with something different as well, because there's still bloodworm out there in winter, but the bloodworm beds are nowhere near as active as they are in spring and summer, because obviously in winter you don't get many midges about and other insect life that are actually where the bloodworm comes from. So I still will be doing it through winter, because I still think that them food signals will still get fish feeding. There's other stuff in there, shrimp, crayfish, sardine and anchovy, bit of krill. So there's all sorts going on in there. You could call it another name if I wanted to, but I'm not going to use bloodworm and joker, and that's what it'll be right through winter, because it has got a hell of a lot of bloodworm in it. But I'm thinking of there's going to be one more bait coming through, and it's going to be a winter bait for me. Now, I've always gone with fruit baits in winter, and don't get me wrong, I will be fishing with this right through winter or banoffee. But I'm definitely wanting to do something with the Scopex and crab. Now it's a bait I've wanted to roll for a long time, so that's getting done this winter for definite. It's a bait I've always wanted to do, a Scopex one. I used to like Scopex squid when Nash very first started doing it, until it become rock hard bullets and just know what about it really, like a round piece of cardboard. But it's definitely the one that I'm going to be doing. Is going to be a Scopex flavour, obviously, and then it's going to be crab meat. So it's going to be a bait that's going to be full of goodness, and it's definitely coming this winter, that one. So we'll see how we go with that. And I may do tutti frutti, but that will be mainly for myself, because I do like fishing with tutti frutti in winter. Now the fish meal powders I'm using is not the fish meal. The milk powders I'm using is actually these. Which is it's baby milk powder SM+. It's just to get it for really cheap. So I use that. Now it's got quite a lot of that in every 2 kilos. There's a fair bit of that in there. So it's just, and with the nuts and coconut and other stuff that's in there, there's a lot of full value to them. You can see there mealworm and stuff like that. What's in there? All my baits have mealworm in. I think it's what since started adding mealworm to baits, it made a massive difference. I don't care what anybody says, it made a massive difference. It's a natural oil as well that's in them, you know. It's a natural oils that's in the mealworm that made it so nice. When they broke open like that, and a fish comes along and breaks the bait open like that, you'll get a flat spot. And a lot of that oil is just from the mealworm. So that's pineapple and butyric acid. Check you later, guys.